the Geeky Girls Knit podcast. I'm Cece, also known as Java Pearl.
I'm Damaris, also known as Damaris Dash a Bit Weird.
And we're glad to have you today. Today is Wednesday, the 8th of July, 2015, and this is episode 148. Only 2 more weeks and we'll be to 150. Getting close. We'd like to say a big welcome back. We love you guys. To all our returning viewers, and a big hi to any new viewers. Thanks for giving us a shot. We hope you enjoy the show. Mare, do you want to give some shout-outs to people who introduced themselves in our Ravelry group this week?
Sure. Kira, who is Go Lick a Clown from Delaware.
Go Lick a Clown.
Oh, I thought it was one word.
At least that's what I'm assuming, because it's spelled out Go Lick a Clown.
Okay.
I don't know what that means, but...
And Christina, who is Billin,
I would say?
Billin, 87 from Sweden.
Yes. Welcome. Sorry if we butchered any of your names. It happens. You know. So, Damaris, if somebody is not a member of our Ravelry group, what should they do?
Join.
And then what?
Introduce yourself in our introductions thread and you'll get a shout out on our next episode.
I'm kind of all twisted here and I don't know what I did. This is why I don't knit from the outside and the inside of a...
But you do.
I know, I'm doing it, but this is why I usually don't do it, because I end up with a mess and a tangle, and it's so confusing. Okay, I think I got it for the moment. Good grief. Well, we have quite a bit to talk about today. Yeah, some fun stuff is going on, so I think we're probably ready to get started. Okay, here we go.
And now we're going to talk about what's on our needles.
So what's on your needles, Mare?
Well, I finished a hexapuff this week.
I love the black rainbow stripe thing.
Yeah.
That's really awesome. So tell us about this.
This pattern is the Beekeeper's Quilt by Tiny Owl Knits. I'm using US 4s, 3.5 millimeters.
And who's that yarn from again?
Knitting Goddess.
Knitting Goddess, okay. Fun. So, have you been knitting on anything else?
Yes.
Should I explain?
Yes.
So I've hired Damaris to be a sample knitter for me. I have so many design projects going on, and I don't have enough hours in the day to knit the final sample of everything. So it's really working pretty well, because since with Damaris in the same place as I am, you know, she can knit some and say, okay, is this what you're wanting? I can say yes or no, and then we can just, that way we can work on it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Does that make sense? So, yeah, Damaris is jingling stitch markers and also knitting some samples for me, and probably will be doing that for a while. However, that means she can't actually show you what else she's knitting. She can show you the design bag, where it is.
It's mine now.
No, it's not.
Well, all you keep in this is sample knitting.
Well, I know. I think maybe I should switch out since you're doing sample stuff for me now, and you could put it in one of your bags.
But this is the design bag.
I know. So what is in the design bag right now?
A sock pattern for the retreat that you and I and our friend Sam are co-hosting.
The Geeky Puffin Knit Palooza.
In October and November.
Yes.
Mostly October.
So what we're doing is, Jess from Ginger Twist Studio has dyed 2 colorways of yarn for us, and retreat attendees, without knowing what colors they are or how they look, are choosing between Geeky yarn or puffin yarn. And then they will get a skein of that in their goodie bags at the retreat. I'm sure there'll be people that want to trade or whatever. That's totally fine. But what we're doing is, I am designing a pair of socks from the Geeky skein, and Sam is designing a shawl from the Puffin skein. And those patterns will be gifted to the retreat attendees, and then will be available for purchase after the retreat is over. So, y'all will get a chance to buy these and see them, but it won't be until late October. So, but you're making good progress. I love how it's turning out. It's so exciting when you have this concept and you're like, okay, I really want this to work, and you chart it and you play with it, and then you knit it in the actual yarn for the pattern, and it just works. and that feels so good. So I'm really excited about this pattern because it's a lot bit geeky. It's really fun. Where if it's going to be a fun pattern if you're not geeky, but if you know the secret, it makes it even more geeky. Right?
Yes.
Okay. Enough about that. Are you knitting anything else?
No.
Okay.
So what are you knitting?
You're supposed to ask me.
What are you knitting?
I am knitting lots of things. This bag back here. So I am working on Christmas stockings for my sister. This is number 5 of 6. I'm getting close. I am using the Mix and Match Socks pattern by Nancy Lindberg, and I'm using US 8s, 5mm needles, and Cascade 220 in the Christmas Red, Highland Green, and Grist colorways. So I am at about 40% done with this one. So I knit 10 rows a day because there's 4 ridges of the color and then 1 ridge of the gray, so 10 rows. So I do 1 repeat every day, and then I'll have to do the toe and then the afterthought heel. So, and then 1 more and I'll be done. Yay, I can't wait to get those done. And I told the hubs last night, I was like, I'm not knitting any more stockings after this, at least for a few years. So I might eventually knit stockings for us. I haven't done that. But I probably use a different pattern because I have knit, when I get done with these 6 stockings for my sister, I will have knit probably around 20 stockings out of this pattern because my mom's house has all of these for all the family. And so, yeah, I'm ready to be done with this pattern.
They're so squishy though.
They are really squishy.
Or I can knit one for you and you can knit one. No, I can knit one for me, you can knit one for you, and we could collaborate to do one for Daddy.
I know, but I think I want to do a different pattern.
Yeah, I mean different design elements.
But I think I want to use a whole different pattern. I don't think I want to use the pattern that I'm using.
That's what I mean.
Okay, I'm confused. Why are you confusing me, Maris?
I'm not trying to.
So do you mean like we'll find a new pattern and it'll be the same pattern and it'll just be different colors?
No.
Okay, what do you mean then?
I don't really know anymore.
I don't know either.
What else are you knitting?
Well, yeah. This bag that you're playing with. That's what I'm knitting in. Playing with my bags. I am still working on my 10 stitch zigzag blanket by Frankie Brown, and I will be for the foreseeable future because it takes 20 days to knit one stripe. So I do 1 zigzag a day. So this is a free pattern on Ravelry. I'm using US 4 3.5mm needles, and right now I'm knitting with this hand spun. And last week when the podcast was over, this is where I was, and I've knit 7 ridges, 7 zigzags. They've got ridges, but so I'm halfway done with this stripe. Whew. It's getting almost too big for this bag, but I do have another bag in process, especially for this project, since I will be knitting it until I'm 57 or something, because it takes so long.
For like 20 years?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, if it takes...
So you couldn't say you would be knitting it until you were 37, because you're 37 right now.
I know. Because if it's 20... It takes 20 days to do a stripe. So that would be...
Why don't we do some math off air?
That would be... I could do about 18 stripes a year. And the hubs won't sit big enough to cover the bed.
Why don't we do some math off the air?
That's a lot of stripes.
Okay, what else?
Okay, I've got more stuff on the needles. I'm still working on my Mamma Mia. My Mia from Knitty by Jennifer Wood. I'm on US 3.25mm needles, and I'm using West Yorkshire Spinners, Air Valley DK, and the Knitterbocker Glory colorway. And it's really, really coming together. So, back here in the back, it'll be easiest to show you what I've done this week. I'm trying to find the stitch marker. Right there is where I was last week, and I have knit all of this. I want to say it was about, let me see here. I knit 9 repeats. I mean, that's quite a lot, especially since it's increasing 2 stitches every 4 rows. So, I have 7 more repeats of this part, and then we'll see what's next. I think, though, after this part, it is just knit straight without increasing until you're ready for the hem. So I think what I might do is put this onto like 2 cables so I can try it on and see where it hits, to see if I want to make it any longer. But I am only this far. Oops. It's tangly. Hold on. Let go. I'm only this much left of the 4th skein. So I'm over halfway done if I have to use the full 7 skeins. You can see the other 3 right there. So when I get towards the end of it, because I knit from the inside of these, it starts getting kind of tangly. So I just wind it up into a ball. So I should be, let go, let go, let go. If I knit at least 1 repeat every day, then I'll be done with this section by next week's podcast. So, yeah. But I'm so excited. I really want to get it done so I can wear it because I love it. I love, love, love how it's turning out. And this is also getting too big for this bag. So I may have to figure something out because you can see it's really, really full. So, and then the last thing I'm knitting is tube socks for my nephew Wyatt's birthday. And I'm using another Free Ravelry pattern, Tube Socks for Kids by Jane Richmond. And I'm on US 1.5 2.5 mil needles, and this is the Regia Floromania color in the Neon Beach colorway. It's even brighter than that. So last week I hadn't even cast these on, so I did this much of the sock since last week. I think when I measured last night, I want to say I was somewhere like around 45% done with them or something. So I'm knitting them 2 at a time from the inside and outside of the ball, which is not my favorite thing to do, but yeah, this way I don't end up with second sock syndrome, because I still have another pair of socks to knit out of this for my other nephew, Waylon, but he's the youngest one, and so it won't be as big. So, and that is everything that is on our needles. Mm-hmm. It was a lot, yeah. So I think we should move on to the next segment.
And now we're going to talk about what projects we finished.
So we actually have a co-finished project this week. Do you want to say what it is?
Well, you knit most of, but then I knit the rest of your super secret project, Firefly Socks.
Yes. So, are you as in love with how they turned out as I am?
Yes.
I'm so happy with them. They look amazing. So they'll be going to testers. Amazing.
Oh my gosh.
Amazing. It'll go to testers soon. They're finishing up another test. Yeah. I'm just gonna have to have them testing every time one finishes, another starts. So yeah, so I'm really happy with how those turned out. And then I also finished my weekly preemie hat. This is number 27 for the year. So this is from my free top-down preemie hat pattern on Ravelry. I used US 6's 4 mil needles. The only yarn that I know what it is this top one is King Cole Merino Blend DK in the silver colorway. The others were given to me by podcast viewers, and I kind of just put them all in a bag together, so I don't even remember what came from who. But when I posted a picture of this on Instagram, Kelly Cron said that the pink was something red heart, but it's really soft, so it's not just the normal red heart, because the pink is soft. So, but I used up all of that pink with the little sparkles of other color and all of this blue. That's why it got a silver pom-pom, because I didn't have any more yarn left. So, number 27 for the year. Yay! And that's everything we finished this week. So let's move on to the next segment. And now it's time for our favorite part of the show, Yummies. What are Yummies, Mare?
Yummies are our current favorite things, things we like, things we want to talk to you about.
Yummies. Do you have any Yummies this week?
No.
How sad.
Next week I'll have one, because the new episode of Night Vale will have come out.
We did have friends over this weekend.
Yeah.
That's a yummy. So we had some of our friends over for dinner, and we had fun, and it was yummy. Strawberries. The strawberries right now are so good.
Tiny brownies.
Yeah, tiny brownies too. And corn on the cob.
I love brownies.
I love corn on the cob.
I love brownies.
I do too. They're so yummy. Chocolate.
Dried fruit.
Oh, yeah. We bought dried fruit at the...
Do you have any Yummies? No.
And these are actually like food Yummies. We went to the... what's the...
Real Foods?
Real Foods is the name of the store, but
As
it's...
opposed to fake foods.
So it's kind of a... like some organic and... lots of gluten-free stuff, and you can get bulk of like beans and pastas and stuff like that. Lots of the stuff that's like if you need dairy-free or casein-free or gluten-free or whatever, stuff like that. Anyway, so we went in there to get some local honey to help with Damaris's allergies. Is it helping?
A little bit.
A little bit. Hopefully, it takes a little bit to get enough in your system from when we did it before. But they had so much dried fruit in there, and so we got pineapple, mango, and papaya.
And we ate it all.
It's gone. Yeah, we just bought it Sunday, and it's gone.
Yesterday.
Yesterday, it's gone. Oh, I love dried fruit. Love dried fruit. Okay, anyway. So should we talk about the Yummies now that are on the show notes?
Sure.
Sure. So, one thing I wanted to tell y'all about is Starship. So, I am now a Starship captain. What's that, you ask?
Jealous.
I know. So, there's a lovely lady. Her name is Tara Swiger. And she has a website, taraswiger.com. And she works with creative people to help build them a sustainable business around their enthusiasm. So I have joined her Starship program, which is a year-long program, to work on making my design business sustainable. So I've been doing a lot of things behind the scenes. There will be a lot going on behind the scenes, working to get all my patterns into a uniform format and things like that. So some patterns will just be updated on Ravelry when I have the layout changed. Some of the older ones I probably will re-release because I will be adding some sizes to some of them. So yeah, so stay tuned for what's going on with that. But I wanted to mention Starship because we have a weekly chat where we each answer 3 questions about what's going on with our businesses and what we're working on right now, and if we need help with something. And so I've met a lot of creatives through this the last few weeks, and one of them is Anne Tudor. So this is her kind of logo. Her website is annetudor.com. The link is also in the show notes. So I'm going to put on the screen some stuff that she's done. She works with glass. I think it's called lamp work. It's on her website. I think it's called lamp work, what she does. But she does jewelry and glass. So what I originally first saw from her was a tiny shot glass with a glass fish in it. And she sells them as no maintenance aquariums. I'm also putting on the screen now this massive aquarium that she's done that is like nowhere in my price range at all, but it's gorgeous. It's got a bunch of them. It's like a big bowl with them in it. Well, she's been working on some new things, and she put up a picture on Instagram and then was telling us about it in one of the chats that she was going to start doing frogs in shot glasses. And I was like, oh my gosh. And so I saw him and it was so cute. And I was like, I would love a pink frog one. And she was like, I can do that. And she did really fast and it already came. And so here is my pink frog shot glass. It's on a copper lily pad. Isn't she adorable? So let me turn her around. You can see she's so well made. I have some seashells that Damaris got for me when we went to the beach that I'm probably going to put in down underneath here. But I am in love with her. She sits on my new desk because I do have a new desk now to be able to work better. And she needs a name. I'm thinking she needs to be something knitting related. I'm thinking probably Pearl, P-U-R-L. Somebody on Instagram suggested Pearl, but somebody else suggested Rip It, because you rip it. But I probably am going to go with Pearl, because that also fits in with my business, Java Pearl Designs. So, I'm putting a link in the show notes to Anne's shop. You should go check out everything she has. Amazing, amazing work, and a lovely, lovely lady. So thank you, Anne. And I'm really happy with my frog. I'll set her right here for now, and then she can go back on my desk after a while. Okay, any other yummies before we get to our normal stuff?
I don't think so.
If you randomly think of one, which we might. Who knows? I'm still doing Stash Dash 2015. There's a link in the show notes to what this is all about, but it is a knit along with the Knit Girls podcast. And I'm trying to do 5,000 meters of yarn. It started in sometime in May and it ends sometime in August. I can't remember the exact dates. But as of today, I have now knit 2,610.3 meters of yarn. So I'm over halfway there. So I have 2,389.7 to go. I don't know if I'm going to make it. I know that I'll make... So this year they're doing 3 levels. They're doing a 3K, a 5K, and a 10K. I know I'll make 3K because that's less than 400 meters of yarn to go. If I can get my Mia finished in time, that'll be a big chunk of yardage. But I don't know if I'm going to make it to 5,000. Last year and the year before I made it to the goal with no problem, but I was spinning then, and I'm not spinning anymore. So, at this time in my life, I might go back to spinning later, but not right now. So I'm going to do my best to get to 5,000, but I may not make it. But I'm making progress. I'm over halfway there, and that's a lot of stuff. So, all right, let us talk about hashtag GGK Crafty Pad. Mary, would you tell us what that's about?
It stands for Geeky Girls Knit Crafty Photo a Day Challenge, and we have a prompt list for each month. And you take a look at the prompt for each day and take a picture related to it. And you can post it anywhere you like, but we pick our favorites from Instagram.
Yes. So this month doesn't really have a theme other than there's some 4th of July stuff thrown in, and then just some more normal knitting type stuff, crafting type stuff, and numbers and letters and colors and things like that. So, I was going to say something I can't remember. I think today's is today. I don't know when we do. And we're not recording outside. It's not raining right now, but they predicted rain for all day.
Well, it was raining during lunch.
Yeah, and it was raining, pretty hard last night. So, because we had wanted to go outside and record again, but the weather is not cooperating, you guys. Could you please talk to the weather? Sing it a song.
Waiting for the bus in the rain, waiting for the bus in the rain.
It's a Night Vale reference, if you didn't know. Excuse me. Talk to the weather so that we can record outside again. We've got
All hail the glow cloud.
We have some great places that we want to go record, right? But we can't until the weather cooperates.
We need like a really big umbrella.
Oh, to go just over us?
The largest umbrella imaginable.
Yeah. So, so the weather's not cooperating. Okay, how did I get to the weather from that? Mare, we're going to show them some stuff. What are we showing them?
2 photos from us that we liked and 5 photos from other people that we liked.
So here come the photos. So those were the photos. Weren't they great?
Yes.
Are we to 10,000 yet?
No.
We're getting close. Oh, that's what I was going to say earlier, I think, that I forgot. We've talked about and made some plans. We're still trying to figure out one facet of it, of our big giveaway that we're going to do for our 3rd podiversary / 1,000 members in the Ravelry group / 10,000 GGK Crafty Pad pictures giveaway that we'll be doing probably late August. Because our podiversary is the 30th of August, I believe. So, stay tuned for that, because we've got some great prizes, don't we? I want to keep some of them, but we will give them to y'all, because we love them. Okay, let's talk upcoming events. Do I do the first one, or do you?
You.
Me? Okay, so we're going to London in September. We're going to be attending the Yarn in the City Great London Yarn Crawl, which is on Saturday the 5th of September. I know they have some tickets left. They're doing this year, I think 12 teams of 10 members each, and then 1 or 2 volunteers per team. I know our team is sold out. Team Camel is what we're on. We'll be visiting Loop, Fringe, Knit with Attitude. But I know they have some tickets left as of last night. I have not seen a message today about what's going on. So if you're interested in going to that, you should get over to their website, greatlondonyarncrawl.com, and sign up. If anybody's attending it, let us know, because we'd love to meet up with you, like maybe at the pop-up market before we head out on the yarn crawl. So let us know. We should have badges with us.
Yeah.
We don't need no stinking badges. Name that movie.
I have no idea.
I think.
You can't even name the movie.
Oh, what's the name of it? I can see it in my brain, but I can't think
Why
of
don't
it.
we look it up later? The Geeky Puffin Knitpalooza.
Tell us about this, Damaris.
It is a retreat that you and I and our friend Sam are co-hosting from Thursday the 29th of October through Sunday the 1st of November here in Edinburgh at the Gillis Centre.
Yes, which is in Morningside. Where do they go to sign up?
GeekyPuffinKnitpalooza.com.
That's right. If you haven't signed up because you don't have a roommate, let us know. We can help you pair up with a roommate. So don't let that stop you from coming. All of our single rooms have sold out. So what we have available are twin rooms that have 2 single beds with a shared ensuite bathroom, or non-resident attendees, which get everything except for a place to sleep. So, but if you haven't signed up, if you want to come and you haven't signed up because you don't have a roommate, let us know. We can help pair you up. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. I think that's everything about that for right now. More's going on behind the scenes, and yeah, it's going to be fun. So I think we're ready to move on to the next segment. I need to tell them that we figured out what movie it came from.
Okay.
Blazing Saddles
I've never seen this movie.
with Mel Brooks in it.
I thought it said Mel Gibson.
No, Mel Brooks.
Oh. I don't know the difference.
They're 2 different people.
Well, I know that, but I don't know the difference.
That's where We Don't Need No Stinking Badges came from. So with that, what are we going to talk about now?
What we're reading and watching.
So what are you reading?
Insurgent by Veronica Roth.
How goes it?
I'm about a quarter of a way through it.
Okay. Your goal is to finish it by the end of July?
Yes.
Okay. And is it good?
Yeah.
Enjoying it?
Yes.
Okay. It is good. I've read it. So I know these already. I just want to
No, it's terrible.
Well, speaking of terrible books, I am not reading the book I told y'all last week that I was reading for my nonfiction book number 7. I got through chapter 1 and was like, no. This is, no, I'm not reading any more of this. I don't know. I don't know what it was about it, but it was like pulling teeth to read a sentence of it. And I was not enjoying it, and yeah, so I stopped reading it. It was called Living the Sabbath by Norman Wirzba. It didn't work for me. So instead, I am reading Mudhouse Sabbath, An Invitation to a Life of Spiritual Discipline by Lauren Winner. I've read some of her other books and really enjoyed them, so I knew that I would probably enjoy this one as well.
What else are you reading?
Fiction-wise, I'm rereading the Harry Potter series, and this week I finished rereading Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, and Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix.
Order of the Phoenix is the longest one.
I know. I finished it last night. I was having insomnia last night. That's how I finished reading it last night. Otherwise, I wouldn't have finished it.
You should listen to Night Vale. His voice is very soothing.
I don't want to listen to Night Vale. It's ridiculous.
It's very soothing.
Oh, gosh, no. So now I'm ready to start. What's book 6?
Half-Blood Prince.
Yes, so I'm ready to start that today. Yes. Okay, let's talk TV. You want to start?
We finished rewatching season 2 of Star Trek: The Next Generation. Now we're rewatching season 3.
The Borg are coming.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate the Borg, but I love the Borg. I really enjoy the episodes with the Borg in it. Because yeah.
What about 7 of 9?
I do love 7 of 9. I love Voyager and Deep Space Nine. A lot. Yeah. I'm trying to think what other episodes we watched this week of it.
Q.
Oh, yeah, we did. Last night we watched Deja Q, where he gets kicked out of the continuum. Mm-hmm. And what's his name from Psych is in
Corbin Burnson.
Yeah, Corbin Burnson.
He was uncredited.
Okay, you want to say anything else about TNG?
No.
But you are celebrating and having much rejoicing at Huzzahs now.
I'm having much what?
Huzzahs.
No, before that.
Celebrating and much rejoicing.
It didn't sound like you said rejoicing. It sounded like you said rejoicing.
Sorry. Because we finished watching Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman. And the 2 TV movies. Which the second one, I don't think was very good. The first one was okay. Second one I didn't think was good. So, you are very happy about this, aren't you?
Sure.
I know you are. Because you didn't want to watch it. We made it through all 6 seasons, though. So, what have we started now, Mare?
How to Get Away with Murder.
We only watched 1 episode of it yesterday. I am very confused.
Alfred Enoch from Harry Potter, isn't it?
And
he's not small and tiny anymore.
Oh. Tell us who he played, in case people don't know.
Dean Thomas.
Okay. And
he's not small and tiny.
What's her name from Gilmore Girls? They played Paris.
Yes. I don't know. Something.
I want to say her last name begins with a W. Do you know? Are you shouting it to us and we're not hearing? Are you looking at
Liza Wheel.
That's it. Liza Wheel is in it too. Yeah. So, yeah, we've only watched the first episode. And I think we're supposed to be confused. Mm-hmm. So, after we finish recording and I edit the podcast, we will be watching at least 1 more episode, maybe 2, before the Hubs gets home tonight. Speaking of the Hubs, he and I are watching Murdoch Mysteries. And I think did I tell them last week that we were in... Yep. Okay, so we're in season 5 now, which we had not watched before. And Dr. Ogden hasn't been in the last few episodes. I know she comes back, because she's still in it, like, now. So, hopefully, she'll be back in it soon. There's a new doctor that I kind of like, that I'm wondering if she's going to be a love interest for Crabtree. Constable Crabtree. So, yeah. And then I'm marathoning season 3 of Arrow. I didn't get much chance this week. I had a big work project for my non-knitting job. So I did not get much just by myself TV time. And then the Hubs and I are watching season 6 of Rizzoli and Isles as it airs. trying to think. There was something that happened in the episode that I was going to talk about, and I didn't write it down. And I forgot. I don't know. And you want to talk about the last one?
We're watching season 1 of Dark Matter as it airs.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's still just that mystery of who they are. But then the one guy, what number was he? Like 1? Okay. Gosh, Damaris. He's got like, he's a clone or something.
Maybe they're all clones.
Maybe they are. Because what's his name that was in the health place saw like
6.
Saw like a commercial, kind of like an infomercial about cloning and traveling and stasis and something. So, yeah. And that's everything we have watched this week. Lots of marathoning of things. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I think we're ready to move on to the next segment. Here we go. I'm singing a song. Okay. And now it's time for summertime and the living is easy.
Cow.
So this started June 1st and it runs through August 31st. It's for any project you knit, crochet, weave, or spin that you can convince us is related to summer. If you can't think of a reason, what is the fallback, Mare?
You made it in the summer.
That's right. Now,
well, maybe you did.
Yeah, it's not feeling very summery today. Yeah, I don't know. Well, you know, after that heat wave, man, it was warm.
It was heat wave for people here.
Yes.
And the poor people in Germany, it was terribly hot. It was like Texas hot in Germany.
Oh my gosh. I do not miss Texas heat at all. No. Mare, what about whips?
No.
So you have to start the project June 1st or later and finish it by August 31st. Okay? And then what else? We have prizes. I'm putting them all up on the screen right now. If you want more details about them, that's in the show notes. Thank you to our sponsors. We appreciate you very muchly. I missed, feel free to double dip in other cows. That's totally fine. Stash Dash, the Retreat Layer It On cow. What else is going on? Fibertown's doing her Summer of S. Knitmore Girls are doing Summer of Lace and Beads. Suburban Stitcher's doing the Around Your Neck cow.
Any cow.
Yeah, so there's lots of cows going on. So totally double dip, triple dip, whatever. That's totally fine as long as you're following the rules. That's fine with us. You have to post it in the info thread, and each finished project is one entry, and you have to be a member of our Ravelry group to win a prize. And you have 30 days to claim your prize after the episode goes live where we announce the winners. So that'll be whatever the next podcast episode after September 1st, because that's when the thread will get closed. All right, Mare, we had lots and lots of people finish projects this week, and y'all might have noticed that Damaris has taken over doing the huzzas for everyone as they finish projects. I'm trying to balance things a little better, and so I'm having Damaris help me more because I was doing quite a lot. I was doing most of the stuff for the podcast, and so Damaris is taking over some things to help me out, which I appreciate muchly. So, Mare, who finished projects this week?
AZ Knitwit, Baby Boxer Mom, Bindi J, Fjord Lord, Francis Inno JD, Julie R Knits, Katie Did What, Knit Gal 2, Knit 1 Brew2 times 3, Knitster Monica, Knit KPM CQS, Crafty Mama, Little Angel SG2 times 3, El McCall, Mother Z times 2, Piper's Mom times 3, POK DEJ, Rainbow Ange, Rue CMC, RS Island, Shirley Murley times 2, Tia and Kat, Tiny Dancer Knits, and Twisting Pearls.
Yay! Way to go, everybody. Keep working on those projects. You've got a little under 2 months to go, so keep working on them. All right, let's move on to the next segment.
And now it's time for Ask the Geeky Girls, the part of our show where you ask us things and we answer them.
Yes. So, Mare, what is this week's question?
This week's question comes from Amy, who is MLA Love 1718 from Ohio. And the question is, who do you think is the next up-and-coming designer?
This was such a hard question for us because I do have a couple of designers that I really, really love their stuff, and I keep up with what their new patterns that are coming out and everything. But other than that, I just kind of, well, I want to knit this, so let me go search. Or I'll see something in a magazine like Pom Pom Quarterly, or somebody will post on Instagram or Twitter, and that's how I find patterns. So this was a hard question to do. So what we ended up coming up with is some stuff that is in our queues by not super well-known designers, or that we've seen on Instagram or Twitter that really caught our eye, or things like that. So we're going to share with you 6 designers, and each of them a pattern that they've designed that you might want to check out and keep an eye on. So the first one is Mindy Ross. I'm going to put pictures of the patterns up on the screen. She designed this divergent shawl, which is so gorgeous. It's in my queue to knit. So check out Mindy Ross. And there's links to everybody's Ravelry shops in the show notes. Do you want to talk about the next one?
Sure. The second one is Amanda B. Collins.
Who is also Alprint Panda.
That part of Alprint Panda.
Huh?
I thought she was part of Alprint Panda.
No,
Or
I think
is
she
she
is Alprint Panda.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
She had a booth across from us at EYF,
Yes.
but I think she had some friends that came in and were in with her.
Oh.
Yeah.
And she designed the Talavera sleeveless top in the most recent Pom Pom Quarterly.
Yeah, so we reviewed it. It's on the back cover. In fact, it's right there behind Damaris's head. You just can't see it. Right there, it's on the back cover. We both really liked this. It's a nice summer top. So keep your eye on Amanda B. Collins. Next up is Helen Stewart. She is the hostess of the Curious Handmade podcast. And last summer, she was the winner of the design competition for Unwind Brighton. She designed the Pebble Beach shawl. But just in the last, I want to say in the last month, I don't think it was 2 months ago. I think sometime in this last month, she re-released her Pebble Beach shawl with 2 new sizes to it. And it's beautiful. Everything she designs is so beautiful. She also has done, I believe the last couple of years, a kind of crowd-involved, fan-involved design project where she takes a poll every week for a few weeks on different elements of shawls, like what shape it should be, and should it be lace or texture, and did all these, and then created a shawl design based on these votes. So that's kind of cool. So check out Helen Stewart. Holly Dapp released this past week a shawl called Autumn Morning, which is very beautiful, and it actually hit the top spot on the Hot Right Now this week. And I saw it on Instagram and possibly Twitter. It's a really nice shawl. Looks very cozy and squish-worthy. So check out Holly Dapp. Do you want to mention the next one? Apologies if we're butchering anyone's name. We are not trying to. Okay.
Tatiana Chaistiakova, who designed the Acacia dress.
It's so beautiful. I think it would be beautiful as a simple wedding dress. Possibly, it's not a short dress. It was like maybe knee length? I don't know. Y'all are seeing it on the screen. I can't remember. But I think it'd be really cool to lengthen it and do it as a wedding dress. It's so pretty. And she also has another dress pattern. I don't know if you saw it. I'll show it to you. Really pretty. So I actually found out about this designer, Tatiana, on Twitter this week. And her, that dress is just gorgeous. And finally, we thought we'd throw in a crochet designer. Neither one of us are crocheters.
No.
But Soul
Rincourt,
maybe. She's actually in our knitting group on Monday nights, and she has designed some pretty fun crochet designs. And in Jess's Ginger Twist Studios shop, the last time we were in, she had Soul's Moroccan tote. And it's beautiful. She did it in a yellow and white. It's beautiful, beautiful, just inspired by Moroccan style. And I wish I could crochet just for this project because it's so pretty. And I was also looking on Soul's website, and she has some really great crochet tutorials. So keep your eye on Soul. So those are 6 designers that we think have released something really fun recently and for you to check out and keep your eye on. All the pictures that we showed are property of them, so they're copyrighted by them. So we just wanted to be able to show you some of the stuff that they've done. All right, Mare, what should people do if they have a question for us?
Go to our Ask the Geeky Girls thread in our Ravelry group and post it.
That's right. All right, let's move on to the next segment. That's it. Yep. End of the show. Birds are chirping. It's nice and pretty outside.
They're there.
Fingers crossed, next week we can record outside. Come on, weather, cooperate with us. Okay. I don't think we have any announcements other than our normal ones. We should be recording normally for the next few weeks. You have any announcements you can think of?
No.
No? Okay, well, I'll just remind you that we are Amazon.com and .co.uk affiliates. And if you click through our website, geekygirlsknit.com, before you shop on Amazon, Amazon then gives us a little bit of money back, and that helps pay for postage for the 4 envelopes I have sitting over there on the sofa that need to be posted out next week, I promise, of prizes. It also helps pay for prizes and business cards and badges and technology and all that stuff. So we really, really appreciate those of you who click through the link on our site because it helps keep Geeky Girls Knit going. All right, Mare, why don't you tell them where to find us online?
You can find us at geekygirlsknit.com. There are the links to everywhere else we're online: YouTube, iTunes, Ravelry, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc.
That's right. So with that, I think we'll tell you goodbye. We hope you have a wonderful week, and we hope the weather cooperates for you better than it's been doing for us. Happy knitting, and we'll talk to you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Tickle you with my toes.
I will tickle your feet.
Don't tickle my feet.